Good morning, everybody. I'm Reverend Kelly Wheat Rivers, and I have the privilege of being the associate minister of this wonderful congregation. You may notice the distinct absence of Alyssa Lee. Our new senior minister is absolutely devastated that she cannot be here this morning. She has contracted a stomach flu and is very kindly keeping her germs to herself. So please send love because we miss her terribly, and I can't wait for you all to have her in the pulpit. Life will always find a way to remind us that we're not in charge, as much as we might wish to be or think we are. But we're going to practice the art of the pivot today, and we will take this time to share together in our service. So welcome to everyone, whether you're here in the sanctuary, joining us in Dobkin Hall, or watching on Zoom. We are so glad you're here. And speaking of Zoom, we're going to take a moment and greet our Zoomers. The camera is at the back to the right of the clock, so please turn and wave to the Zoomers, and we're just so glad you're here. Oh, there they are. We're so glad you're here. Yay. So welcome to everyone. As we gather together this morning, whether this is your 50th year here or your first day, know that you are welcome. And if you're feeling a bit too crowded in this community, we have an overflow room in Dobkin Hall where the screens will display the service live. So that space is also available if anybody just needs to stretch their legs, if you need some more wiggle room, because we are a congregation of all ages. And that means we embrace the noises and little disruptions that may come. Let's see, I was trying to look for a couple of chairs. Okay, there's one over here. If everybody, if you haven't already, could maybe ooch in so the sneaker ins could have the edge. So we do welcome the noises that come from multiple generations being in one space. The sounds of children are the sounds of a thriving congregation. Many of our kiddos are still choosing to sit up front today, but today is an intergenerational service, which means that all our kids are invited to stay for the whole time. They might feel more comfortable sitting with their grown-ups, but we do have childcare available in the classrooms if needed. As many of you know, we're engaging in two separate rituals today, a blessing of the backpacks and water communion. For those of you familiar with our usual order of service, things will be even more different. Some of our edges may get bumped. Things might happen that feel unfamiliar and make us feel crunchy or uncomfortable. If that happens for you, I invite you to take a deep breath, observe that feeling, honor it, but then tell yourself, it's gonna be okay. This space is made sacred with our love, and that sacredness will not be diminished by any changes we make. We hope that in this congregation and sacred space, wherever it may be, you will be strengthened by spiritual encouragement and take comfort from those with whom you join in worship. Please take a moment to make sure your cell phones are silenced so we can be more intentionally present. Unironically, I love the announcement section. I know I might be alone in this, but I think the announcement section just shows how vibrant this congregation is. So, some announcements. First up, please check out the artwork of the RBG, the Repurposed Book Group. Betsy Randall David, Sarah Jarvis, Pat Wilkie, Deb File, and Robin Middleton have been creating art together for 4 years. All of these pieces are for sale, and 30% of the proceeds will be donated to our congregation. Since Alyssa began here a month ago, she has heard many people lament about not hearing vocally joys and sorrows spoken aloud in the service because we care about each other and we want to know what's going on in each other's lives so we can support one another. So we're going to try something new. Beginning next week, joys and sorrows will be read aloud in the service if they are submitted to joysandsorrows@uucwnc.org by Saturday at 5 p.m. Our next open house is September 15th at the home of Cheryl Leitz. This is a wonderful chance to get to know people. It's a potluck, so bring food and drink to share. There's a flyer on the bulletin board in the hallway on the way to Dobkin Hall, and we'll be announcing it again next week. Chalice circles. Some of you may remember these from years past, or maybe have experienced them. I love this slide. You may have experienced them in other UU congregations. These are small groups meant to foster deeper connections. If you want to hear more, please join us for an information and question and answer session after the service on 9/22. I love an acronym. Heck, UUs love acronyms like NERDS, our Not Yet Retired Division, the Romeos, the Juliets. As the associate minister here, I am responsible for our religious education program. RE, religious education, is our umbrella term. But I wanted to share our new name and the newest acronym we've come up for our younger kiddos and their program. They are now going to be the Spiritually Engaging and Exploring Kids, or the Seekers. Mr. Chance. I know. If you are a grown-up who has a kid 10 years or younger, please make sure I have your contact information so I can share our communication platform. Religious education goes beyond our youngest members. I know we're used to hearing RE and thinking our young kiddos, but my hope moving forward is that there is a monthly opportunity for connection and spiritual growth. My hope is that every other month will be an activity for everyone, kids included, and that the opposite months will have something more tailored for teens and up to silver teens, if you will. This is what's planned through December. I also have handouts if you want to post them on a bulletin board or some such thing at home. And they will be posted in all the places, Facebook, Instagram, in the digest, etc. But I'm super excited because we have at least one event for the rest of the month. The next thing coming up is our mobile altar making. So if you want to create something to have a bit of spirituality wherever you go, join us on the 29th. I'm really excited. Because our RE program is growing, we will be reinstating a religious education committee. We will meet on the yay, okay, yay. I got to clap for the committee. We're going to be creating this committee to help because we are growing. I am not able to do it myself, nor would I want to. All of us deserve to have many voices heard so we can grow and thrive together. So we're going to meet on the 4th Thursday. We're right now going to be meeting on Zoom, and I'm going to try to be very respectful of your time and hold it to an hour. But please email me if you have any questions. And our last announcement, we're going to have a Fall Family Fun Day. In October, on October 12th, in our yard, rain to be inside, we are going to have a fall festival, a caramel apple bar, face painting, games, prizes, costume contest. So since this is just over a month away, don't be surprised if I tap your shoulder and say, hey, I have a way for you to help out. This would be a great way for anybody who wants to donate a few hours of their time to make a really big difference. And that was our last announcement. So we did it. Announcements are completed. Our logistics are done. So now, let's all take a deep breath. And out. Let us switch our awareness from the mundane to the sacred. May we open our hearts and minds to what worship will bring to us this morning. At the sounding of the chimes, let our spirits enter into a different space, a space of worship, of life, of love, of that which we hold sacred. May we take this time to grow our souls. Whether you were in far-flung destinations, stayed just down the road, or found a new home here in the Wilmington area, I welcome you to a new church year. I welcome you home. Now please join me in our first hymn of the morning, number 1000 in the Teal hymnal, Morning Has Come. The words will also be projected on our screens. Please rise in body or spirit. Told you things would be a little different today because now we are going to be doing our chalice lighting. Please join me in our unison chalice lighting, words by Shel Silverstein, as Emmy and Emma light our chalice. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by the fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. Yay! Good job, ladies. Nice work, y'all. Now we are going to begin one of our rituals for this morning, the blessing of the backpacks. If you have a backpack or a bag of any kind, I'm looking at you grown-ups too, when you hear me describe your bag, I invite you to come to the front, lift up your bag, or have someone lift it up for you if you don't want to come up. All right. So, the first group. Some of us take books and homework to school. If that sounds like you, please come forward with your backpacks. Yeah. Nope, you're holding it, you're staying, you're holding it. Levi's all alone. We need some Emma, George. Emmy, you can come up too. Maybell, everybody can come up. Some of us bring our lunches to school or work. Some of us take computers and other supplies where we work. Some kids take overnight bags from one parent's house to another parent's house and back again. Summer, that bag looks heavy. Oh, is that Toby's bag? That's Toby's bag. Some people bring things like books or yarn and knitting needles or crochet hooks to places where they might need to wait patiently. Some of us bring diaper bags and snacks to daycare or the park. And some of us even have special bags for our dogs or animals to carry or be carried in. Are your bags already full of things? Yes. Maybe yes, maybe no. Do you imagine they might get full one day? Yes. For this blessing, it doesn't matter if your bags are full or empty, because we're going to add something to your bag. But don't worry, it won't add any weight, it won't take up any room. Would any of you like to have some of our congregation's love to take with you to school or to work or on your travels? Yeah? Okay. If you feel love here on Sundays, wouldn't you like to know that our love is with you every other day? So let's do that. You all have to participate. Let's start gathering our love. I have some supplies for this. So we're gathering our love. We're rummaging around. Okay, we're all gonna toss them our love. Are you ready? All right, ready? Hold your bags up. Let's add some more qualities. Does anybody get nervous when they're going to school or work? I mean, I do. So maybe we wish we felt a little braver. So, okay, let's start building up some courage. All right, here we go. And courage. Oh, yeah. Anything else that we missed? What do we need? What do we need? What was that? Patience. Oh, a mom said that. All right, y'all, here we go. Patience. This one needs some good one. Ready? Patience. Bravery. We have courage. We'll have some bravery. How about some joy and laughter? Okay, yeah. All right. So your bags may not look any different or feel any different, but the next time you use your bag, I got some courage right there. I hope that you'll remember that we have added our blessings to them. Remember that the spirit of life and of love and of this congregation are with you no matter where you are. And if you need more love or courage, bravery, joy, you can always come to us for more. This week, I crafted, holy cow, that's heavier than I thought. I've made these keychains. They have rainbow chalices on one side and messages that say you are loved for being you on the back. You may have noticed I made more than the kids that we have. They will all get them, but I'm going to leave these out so you all can take some love with you. Attach them wherever you are. Our next ritual of the morning is going to be our candles of joys and sorrows. As we prepare for this ritual, I didn't expect to get choked up. As we prepare for this ritual, I wanted to share the sad news that our longtime member and beloved UUCW friend, Dee Gallant, passed away on August 31st at the age of 98. Some of the words our fellow congregants have used to describe her are special, a talented artist, wonderfully witty, a gem, and iconic. Since she moved away to be closer to her daughter, I've really missed her in the tenor section of our choir. So hopefully she's somewhere in some place making music and saying the thing that nobody dared to say. The second thing I wanted to share is that Marla Barthen, one of our members here, Marla Barthen, this is her son, Luke Crisp. He is deploying to the Middle East. Now, before he leaves, she's a very worried and anxious mom, understandably, so our hopes for his safety travel with him. And finally, yeah, that's a good question. There it goes. All right. Please join me in a moment of silence for all those affected by the events at Appalachia High School this past week. And because they deserve more than our thoughts and prayers, may we work for sensible policies and meaningful change. I now would like to invite anyone who wishes to silently share a joy or a sorrow to come forward and either light a candle or place a shell or river stone in the fountain to my right. As our friends come forward, let us surround them with love and sing together hymn 123, Spirit of Life. I'm going to light one more candle to represent all the joys and sorrows that are tucked in our hearts, not ready to be shared, but no less important. In the spirit of change, we will have a moment of prayer and meditation slightly later. But for now, I'd like to invite Michael Sheridan up to tell us about our Share the Plate for this week.
I'm bringing my new friend up here because she is the coordinator and, as she puts it, the vessel of the Long March for Justice and Unity in the Wilmington leg. And so we've been working together, so let's give her a really warm round of applause. So our Share the Plate donation is supporting the Long March for Unity and Justice, an unprecedented statewide movement which will be culminating right here in Wilmington on September 29th. It's beginning in the western mountains of Cullowhee and on September 20th, and this 10-day march will hold events in 12 different rally points across the state. So you can see by the map up there, it's quite the endeavor. The aim of the march is to build a powerful statewide movement for truth, justice, healing, and reconciliation, with attention to environmental rights, women's rights, reproductive justice, youth and students' rights, racial and social justice, faith and religious inclusivity, gender and LGBTQ equality, worker and labor rights, immigrant justice, and disability justice. And I would say voting rights for all of those things, right? Yes. So our donations will help fund multiple costs, including hydration stations along the march route, security, food, rally staging, music, and much more. So please give generously to this monumental undertaking as we all strive for a future where unity and justice are tangible realities for all. If you are contributing by check, remember to put STP in the memo field. You can also text your donation to the number that's up there, and it's not up there. Okay, it's 833-513-0597, or you can also always donate online. Will the ushers please come forward to collect this morning's offering?
Choir meets Wednesdays at 6:45 in the sanctuary, just in case that information is relevant to you. And now, after that powerhouse of a song, I'm going to ask you all to take a breath so we can enter a moment of prayer and meditation. Holy mystery that calls us home to our true selves. As we mark the beginning of a new church year, celebrate the beginning of a new school year, and hold space for the unknown, for any anxieties, for all the complexity of life, and perhaps even the fear that comes with the unknown. So much is different, so much is changing. We may wonder, will we be the same? What will happen with the love we have? Will it grow? Will it change? May we hold on to one another as we hold on to the mix of feelings that we all have inside of us, and be reminded that as we journey in life, we do not journey alone. We have this community, this home base that helps us as we venture out and attempt to make worthy changes for love and freedom and justice and hope. May we meet all of our feelings together and acknowledge that we as a community will walk toward them together, offering support for our young people as they navigate their new normal, and support for ourselves as we grow as a community and expand and invariably change. But may our love, our compassion, and our care for one another always remain today, every day, and throughout this year. Amen, and blessed be. So many of us are shaped by the waters that we grow up around, and here we are near rivers and creeks and the Atlantic Ocean, surrounded by the beauty and power of water. Water connects us to who we once were, but also reminds us of who we are and where we want to be. Water shapes and reshapes us throughout our lives. The lack of it, the abundance of it felt sometimes in tragic ways. Yet we know, not despite of, but because of the awe-inspiring power of water, we are connected to all life past, present, and future. Please join me in singing our next hymn, a song that reminds us of the peace that water can bring, but also that our own joy and love can be as big as an ocean, especially when we stand and sing together. Our next song is number 100 in our gray hymnal, I've Got Peace Like a River. We will be singing verses 1, 2, and 3. Please rise in body or spirit. 100. 1, 2, 3.
I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got
Author Toni Morrison has said, "You know, they straightened out the Mississippi River in places to make room for houses and livable acreage. Occasionally, the river floods these places. Flood is the word they use, but in fact, it is not flooding. It is remembering where it used to be. All water has a perfect memory and is forever trying to get back to where it was." Today, we honor the interconnections of this community, the past that has been shared, the future that we will shape together, and our commitment to one another and desire to return back together time and again. One of the reasons Alyssa wanted the young people to stay in the service is to honor their role in our future. They are the living embodiment that we are a congregation that will continue to grow and change, much as the many waterways that surround us. Who we are as a congregation, but also who many of us are as people, has been shaped by the people sitting here now in this building, and also by those who built this place and for any number of reasons are no longer with us. Today, as we pour the water we have brought into the vessels at the front of the room, let us take a moment to pause and remember the ancestors of our congregation. Let us also acknowledge those who presently define us and give us shape and strength, and honor all those who will continue the legacy of this place after many of us are no longer here. You were invited today to bring a small amount of water with you, either from a body of water that you have visited or as a symbol of a source of water that is meaningful to you. But it's also fine if you brought water from your own home or if you didn't bring any water today. We have 3 vessels collecting water today. We have 2 vases up front. We have 1 in Dobkin Hall. Once those in Dobkin Hall have added all of their water, if someone is willing and able to bring that water into the sanctuary, we'll add it here. In the sanctuary, we'll process just as we do for joys and sorrows. You can go to either of these tables. For all those watching on Zoom, know that your presence and connection to this community is felt even from a distance. I invite you in your homes to pour water into your hands and pour a few drops into your palm, hold it, and feel the ever-present sense of our connection. If you forgot to bring your own water today, or if you're a first-time visitor and had no idea this was happening, there are pitchers of water by each vessel as well. So take a moment, and especially if you don't have water with you, and think of a place of water that has special meaning to you. And if you come pour a drop from the pitcher, know that that place is represented. So in just a moment, come forward as you're able, add to the water vessels, and as we do so, I invite you to sing along hymn 1046, Shall We Gather at the River. Seeing the, oh, there we go. Seeing the variety of people and also the variety of vessels, kids' water bottles, medicine bottles, mason jars, it was incredible. May the waters of connection flow among us this year. Remind us of who we are and who we have been. Let us be willing to be shaped by the ebbs and flows of this community as we embark on the future of our shared ministry together. I'd like to invite Jimmy Reeves, where'd he go? Jimmy Reeves forward for a moment of special recognition.
Thank you. Good morning. For those who don't recognize me,
Ever with the timing.
I told people to keep the defibrillator close just in case. I want to take a moment during our service to recognize a special person who has been working in our midst. I know many people stepped up and helped last year when the congregation needed them, and for that, I thank you. I thank all of you. But I want to especially highlight the work of Reverend Kelly in particular, who has, for the past few months, been holding down the fort for the congregation in many ways, both large and small. I would also like to invite Dan and Emma, that's Dan in the booth, and Emma.
I don't know if she'll hear, she's in the classroom.
Oh, she's in the classroom. Well, we'll bring it to her, to come here as well, so that we can honor the time and energy your entire family has given to this congregation. Reverend Kelly, your love and care for this congregation has been evident to me, Alyssa and me, since the first moment I met you. You've been a light that shines in this congregation, and we are grateful for all that you have done. So if you all would follow along, your part will be on the screen. Words by Reverend J. Libby. When there was a need, you came forward.
And so we thank you.
In the nighttime or daytime or weekends, you helped.
And so we thank you.
Sometimes with the help of many hands, other times alone, you worked.
And so we thank you.
You gave your time, talent, and even your treasure for the life of this congregation.
And so we thank you.
Your family and loved ones supported you in your efforts, worried for you when things piled up, and perhaps grumbled at you for the extent of your commitment. For all things great and small you have given this congregation, we take this time today to recognize you. And we have some flowers to give that Reverend Alyssa provided for us, for all of you.
I didn't know I was announcing my own special recognition. Oh my gosh, y'all. Well, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I got an Emmy. Yes, Miss Emmy? Oh, okay, we're good. Never mind, we're good. Very important sparkle dress. It's just my honor to be here. It feels like I'm living into the next phase of my ministry, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And now y'all are gonna sing, because this isn't gonna sing. We have one final song. It's 1021, lean on me. Please rise as you're able. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to no one can fill those of your needs that you won't measure. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Guided by our faith in one another, sustained by the community we create, and comforted by the knowledge that we always have a home to come back to. May we go in peace from this place until we meet again as friends and as a community that will continue to walk side by side. Please join me in our unison chalice lighting, which will be followed with shalom. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, or the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. It is our custom to stand and rise, reach across aisles, join hands, arms, shoulders, elbows, whatever, to create a connection of humanity and sing a song of peace. Oh, and we are also having quite a delicious lunch in Dobkin Hall after, so don't scoot and skedaddle yet. Come and have some delicious food. Thank you.